Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Omar from buymeaniphone.com. Today I have another review lined up for you today. Now this product was sent to me by a company called BlueAnt, and it is the BlueAnt Q1 Bluetooth headset. And this is a really cool headset. It actually features voice control, which I believe is it's only a headset that actually does this. And so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that feature on the close-up camera as well as show you some details and just tell you what I think about it. So let's go ahead and switch over to the close-up camera and do that now. Okay guys, so here we are on the close-up cam, and I'm going to give you guys the whole basically show you guys what all comes with this before we get into the actual features of the headset, okay? So as we can see here, we have a really cool looking box, plastic box that actually holds the earpiece in there, and this slides up, and then when you open this flap inside there are all these pieces that are out here. So let me go ahead and show you what these pieces are. So that's a nice little box. So first off, we have our AC adapter. You plug this into the wall, USB, and so this allows you to charge up the headpiece, the earpiece, with the included USB cable. So this is not only a USB cable for charging, but you can also use this to upgrade the device. And so and this is probably I just did a review of another headset that had a similar feature. So you can actually upgrade the firmware after you plug this in the back. So you can see there's a USB right there, tip right there, and so this is what you use to charge it. But not only charge, you can also upgrade the firmware. So for the instance, they just added, or not just recently, but a while ago, they added a 802.11 Bluetooth, so you can do stereo Bluetooth through this device to listen to your music on this earpiece here. So that's what you use this cable, and this is kind of like has like a wire thing in there, so if you want to plug into your computer and have it set up or whatever, you can so it's not like a limp cable, it's kind of stiff. Also included here is an ear hook, which is on the earpiece right now, and an additional ear tip right there, and this is the small version. So there's only two tips, there's like a large and I guess a medium, if you will, okay? I'm using the large one right here. And that's what comes inside here. So this actually slides right into here. So keep that out of the way. Let's actually get these out of frame so they don't distract you guys. And then we also, of course, have our instructions, which actually has quite a few steps here and different things. It shows you what different things this earpiece can do. And this earpiece is very involved, guys. I've been testing this earpiece for quite some time I'm still learning it, to be quite honest with you, because there's so many different things it does. And so that's there. And it also has the BlueAnt limited warranty information that also comes inside there as well. Okay, so let's put these things to the side. So let's talk about some features first off, okay? So here's the earpiece here. Let me get the camera to focus in on that. So with this earpiece here, the main feature of this earpiece that I've never seen on any other earpiece before, it has voice control. So you can actually say commands to this earpiece and it will control different things. You can change settings, you can answer a phone call through the voice. I'll give you guys a demonstration of those in just a few seconds here, but just wanted to touch on that. So that's the big main feature. Some other features about this earpiece is that it has multipoint, which means you can connect two phones. So let's say you're one of those, like if you're a business person, you actually have two cell phones. You can have both cell phones paired with this, and depending on whichever cell phone rings, you can answer it with this earpiece. So you don't have to like repair it or anything. So it can do that as well. And you can also pair this up with up to 8 devices, so you don't have to keep repairing them. So 8 devices, 4-hour talk time, 100 hours standby time. It also features dual microphones. As you can see, there's one right here, the little hole right there, and also in the very tip right there. And so this features voice isolation technology. So as you can imagine, it does a pretty good job of isolating your voice and making you real clear on the other end of the phone, even if you're like in a really loud area. Another cool feature that they have on there is you can actually you can hear text messages read aloud. This feature is only available on Android phones if you use the BlueAnt's Android app. So it can actually read out your text messages, which is really cool. The other thing, like I said earlier, it has 802.11 stereo Bluetooth. So if you want to stream music from your iPhone, whatever device you have, you can actually listen to your music on this earpiece. So it's only going to be in one ear, but still, it's kind of a nice feature to have on there. And like I mentioned also as well, it's firmware upgradable, so you can use the USB cord there to plug into your computer and upgrade to the newest firmware in case they add any new features. Like some of the things they add kind of frequently is languages. So this right now I think only works with Spanish. There's a couple languages it works with, but if they add any new languages and that happens to be your native tongue, well then you can get the firmware, upgrade it, and then you can use that language on here. So really cool feature. So this is really lightweight. It's 0.38 ounces, so it's pretty small. Not a whole lot of bulk to it. Has this ear hook right here. It kind of just slides into place. So it's just like slides right here, and it hooks over the ear. Now I'll tell you guys, it does come with those 2 different tips, but I personally don't really like these tips, to be quite honest with you. And let me show you why that is. So if you can see the ear tip here, it has a pretty good shape to it, and it sticks in the ear really well, but it's thin. It's like a shell. If you can see here, maybe if I flip it inside out, so you can see it's just it's not an actual full piece of silicone or anything. It's just it's real floppy. It doesn't want to stick in my ear very well. I feel if it was like a full this was a full piece, like a full piece of plastic, like rubber tip plastic, instead of a thinned out piece right here, it might stick in your ear a little bit better. So that's one thing I don't like about it. And the thing right here is it's kind of loose and swings a little bit, so it's kind of hard to keep it on your ear and keep it stable right there. So I had some issues with trying to keep it, on my ear when I was using it after a while. When I first initially started using it, it was fine, but for whatever reason, it just got really hard to keep it in there and keep it comfortable and snug. And so because of that, I think because of the way this tip is right here, it doesn't really isolate the sound in your ear. So the sound quality is not quite what I wish it would be. It's not terrible, it's not bad. I'm not going to say it's bad at all. But I was just expecting a little bit more. And so the sound quality, I wish maybe they could adjust that. I think the sound quality would improve if they just used different tips, to be quite honest with you. So that's that. So let me give you guys a demonstration of some of the features as far as the things that you can say using voice activation or voice controls on here, okay? So let me go ahead and take off my microphone.
Say a command.
Check battery.
Headset battery, high.
Okay, so battery's level is high. If it's paired with your phone, which mine is not right now, it'll tell you the battery life on your phone as well. It'll just say high, medium, or low. So let's see another one here.
Say a command.
Settings menu.
Settings menu. You can say sensitivity level, incoming call function. Say a command prompt. Turn off voice control, LED light, or reset the Q1. Say a command.
What can I say?
You can say, pair me, teach me. What can I say? Am I connected? Check battery. Settings menu. Phone commands. Redial. Call back. Call information. Call speed dial 1 through 8. Switch headset off. Or cancel. Say a command.
Teach me. Teach me.
Teach me. You can say, try it now, speed dial setup, or tips and tricks.
So, as you can see, guys, there's a lot of different things that you can say or use the voice control with this earpiece, which is really, really cool. I'll be quite honest with you. You can answer phone calls without even touching the earpiece. It rings once, and then it says if you say answer, it'll pick up the phone call. So there's a lot of cool features that don't even have to utilize your hands or anything. And I forgot to mention too, guys, the volume control is right there on the top. See those two switches right there? It goes up and down. And that's pretty much it. And so this is the main button right here. So this is what you use to initiate commands. You just press that button once. It'll ask you to set a command. And that's pretty much it. So this earpiece retails for $99, which I think is reasonably priced. Like I said, I wish the tips were different, and it would with the tip being different, I think the actual quality of the sound would be a little bit better. But overall, it's a really cool earpiece. It definitely has features that I've never seen on any other earpieces before. So really something I think you guys should definitely check out. Okay. So this is the BlueAnt Q1 voice-controlled Bluetooth headset with Multipoint. I'll post that link below if you're interested in purchasing this. Okay. So until next time, guys, this has been another video review brought to you by BuyMeAnIPhone.com.